Welcome to new series of Selenium WebDriver. In this session, we are going to start what is WebDriverManager. Okay. Before starting, let's do one thing. I think yesterday there were some couple of programs which we are supposed to execute. Okay. On for file upload. Okay, let's execute those programs, then we can continue from today's class. Okay, so there are some examples. Let's start with the basic one, file upload example. Okay, let's execute this one first. Mainly we will execute three programs, then we can start with the today's class. Okay, let's execute those things. This is a simple file upload. Basically, what it will do, it will open the browser, then it will navigate to the application and it will do the file upload. It's a simple file upload. Okay, let's do that. Let me check that. 1 minute. Okay, what is this? Let me check. Okay, could not start new session. Program. Okay, let's execute one more time, because I think these things already we have executed. Let's execute one more time and let's see what it is. See, it is working fine. So sometimes what happens, maybe due to compatibility. See, quickly it uploaded this one, test file.pdf. Okay, so what we did, just we upload. This is a simple one. Yesterday also we did that, run that. So I just repeated. So I'm going to upload all the basically all the files. So here what it did is launch the browser, open the upload page, then locate file, upload input, then upload file using send keys, then it click upload button. Okay, then what it is just validate upload, whether upload is success or not. How it validate? So basically it get the text of the file name and it displayed and quit the browser. It was executed successfully yesterday. I just repeated that for your understanding. Then let's upload using a relative path. Okay, this one we could not able to execute, right, due to some technical issue. So let me execute that. So the file upload using relative path. First one was file upload. Okay, there is a simple file upload using send keys. This one is upload using a relative path. Okay, so what we did, we just take a path. In that path we kept our file, and from that path we just upload the file. Okay, during execution. Let's after upload, same thing, we are just validating. Okay, let's execute that. Before that, let me show you. Basically the file is present in test data. So if you will see here, this is the test data, right, in the root directory. So there is a file called testfile.pdf. Okay, so here there is a file testfile.pdf. From there it is going to basically upload. So how we set? We set like string file path is equal to system.getProperty user.dir. User.dir means root directory, this root directory. Okay, so in that root directory we have a test data folder. So inside that test data folder we have a file that is called testfile.pdf. So instead of testfile.pdf you can put any file which will upload during the execution. Okay, then upload that same thing, uploaded. Then after that you just validate. Okay, let's execute that and we'll see the result. just observe. Okay, it navigate to the application. Okay, then it is going to upload. See, it is uploaded. Similar, you cannot see that similar way, but it is, instead of taking the file from other directory, it is just take the from the root directory. Okay, that's how it is. Absolutely working fine. The next one is upload hidden file.java. I think yesterday this one also we covered. So basically, what is the things, like some of the files are hidden. So that time we are going to use JavaScript executor. So with JavaScript executor, we will find the element and we will upload the file. Okay. So if you will see here what we are doing, basically we are navigating to the application, then we will locate the hidden file input. So basically the input is hidden. So first we will locate the hidden, we will locate that. That is a simple one. Driver.find element by.id, through id we will locate that and we will put it into the web element. Then after that we will make hidden element visible using JavaScript. Okay, that hidden element will be visible using JavaScript. How? I think already we utilize JavaScript during earlier programs, right? Like it scroll down, scroll up, like that. So here how we'll use JavaScript executor, JS is equal to JavaScript executor of driver, then js.execute script, then arguments of 0.style.display is equal to block. This is the syntax. You cannot tell how it is happening. This is the syntax you need to remember. Then comma upload input. That's why will visible. Like element will be hidden, element will be visible. Okay. Once it is visible, then you need to upload the file using a relative path. This is the relative path. String file path is equal to system.getProperty user dir, that means root directory, plus file.separator plus test data, then plus file.separator plus test file.pdf. Okay, then upload input.send keys file path. Okay, then driver.find element by.id file submit.click. Then similar, like we will validate. If you will see here, I have also okay, I will tell you what I did. I've also mentioned the steps here. Okay, maybe I will share this today. No, I think already I shared this yesterday. I mean that already I've shared. Just I will tell. This one already I shared. Okay, I just realized now. So what I did, what I'm trying to tell. This one I explained also, line by line explanation. Okay, you will see. Locate the file input element, like web element upload input is your driver.find element by.id file upload. Then after that we will locate the input type is your file. Even if it's hidden, Selenium can still locate it. Okay, hidden element we will locate first. Okay, then but cannot interact yet. It cannot interact. So that time what we will do, as we discussed, we will create JavaScript executor. Explanation, the program explanation also I explained. Okay, in the document. You just go through that. So how it will locate? How it will basically interact using JavaScript executor. So JavaScript executor JS is equal to JavaScript executor of driver. First Selenium interface to execute raw JavaScript. Okay. Need for DOM manipulation. Then after that, make hidden input visible, like js.execute script, arguments of 0.style.display is equal to block, semicolon, comma, upload input. What happens here? Like arguments of 0 means refers to upload input. Okay, argument 0 means upload input. Then style.display is equal to block, means overrides CSS. Everything has been explained here. That's what I am trying to tell. Okay. Then input becomes visible and interactable. Okay, inputs become visible and interactable this way. Okay, now Selenium can use send keys. After that similar steps, right? If you will see here what is happening here, then string file path is equal to system.getProperty user dir, all these things. What is happening? User.dir means project root, what I mentioned, so root directory. Then file.separator. What is file.separator? File.separator means OS independent. That means it will not depend on operating system, because if it will open operating system, then Selenium cannot able to interact. Okay. works on Windows, Mac, Linux. So basically it doesn't depend upon any OS. I mean, it is, means it will work on all, like whether it is Windows, whether it is Mac, whether it is Linux, it will work on every place if you will put file dot separator. Okay, then performs for CI/CD, that is Jenkins. Okay, that is the next one. Then I think after that it is simple, like upload the file. Then Selenium, what it will do, send keys directly set the file path, does not open OS dialog, fast, double, automation friendly. I think other things are similar, right? That's what I was trying to tell you. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's execute this and we can see the result. That was all about understanding. So you can check the document. That's what I was trying to tell. Okay, let's see. Open the application. Okay, yeah, see, perfect, absolutely working fine. Okay, so that's it for the previous task, which was because of technical issue we could not able to execute. Then let's start with today. Okay, here we are going to discuss what is WebDriver Manager. Okay, WebDriver Manager automatically downloads and set up browser drivers like Chrome driver, Gecko driver, Edge driver, etc. So this is one of the kind of theoretical kind of. Okay, so this is not so important, but if interviewer will ask, you can tell that what is the function of WebDriver Manager. You can tell that WebDriver Manager automatically downloads and set up browsers drivers like Chrome driver, Gecko driver, Edge driver, etc. So no need to download the browsers. That's what it is. Okay, the old way, which was not recommended. Old way, what we are doing, basically we are setting up the browser earlier. System.set property, first we will put the driver, we are downloading the driver, like let's say we will use Chrome browser. Then for that we usually download Chrome driver. Similarly for Firefox driver, Edge driver, Internet Explorer driver. Earlier we are downloading the driver, we are setting the driver in a particular path, then after that we are basically using that. But now after Selenium 4, before Selenium 4 we are doing that, but after Selenium 4 no need to download drivers. So that basically that was taken care by WebDriver Manager. Okay, and okay, see here we are setting up the driver, then after that we are opening the browser. WebDriver driver is a new Chrome driver, like that. But here after as I mentioned, after Selenium 4, how we do new and best way. So we are using WebDriver Manager, like WebDriver Manager dot Chrome driver dot setup. Then after that WebDriver driver is all new Chrome driver. Okay, that's how we do. So no need to manually download browser drivers. Avoid version mismatch issues. Okay, works with Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Safari. Okay. Then browser setup example. Let's discuss about browser setup example. For example, Chrome. This is a kind of theoretical. Okay, it's not like means we can execute one program, but it's more about theoretical. Let's complete the theoretical part. Then after the end we'll execute one program so that you can understand. Okay. Browser setup example. Let's say Chrome. How will do for Chrome? WebDriver Manager dot Chrome driver dot setup. Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay. Then Firefox WebDriver, similar, same. WebDriver Manager dot Firefox driver dot setup. Then driver is equal to new Firefox driver. Okay. Then after that Edge. 1 minute. Edge driver. WebDriver Manager dot Edge driver dot setup. Driver is equal to new Edge driver. Okay. So how will use WebDriver Manager with Maven? So basically we'll add one dependency. Like dependency is equal group ID. This WebDriver Manager, then then we can uh, execute the program. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's add this dependency first. Just go here, go to pom.xml. Okay, then in the pom.xml just add the dependency. Okay, the pom.xml just add the dependency. One minute. Yeah, first let's add the dependency, then we will execute a program. Okay, I have added, then I am doing the Maven sync. Just do it, resolving Maven dependencies. Hold on, first it will resolve, then only we can able to execute, right? Okay, still it is resolving. Indexing, so it is doing the task. Just hold on. Once it is completed, then it will the red part will go, so it will not display the red. Okay, perfect, it's completed. Okay, then let's go and create one program. Okay, so what we can do, similarly, let's come here, let's open, let's say ChatGPT simple. Okay, and in ChatGPT, 1 minute, it's loading. So you can do one thing, what we can tell. Okay, so just do one thing, let's copy everything. Okay, browser setup example. Okay, then what it does, let's copy everything. Okay, then paste here and write down program example. Okay, okay, we have added the dependency. First it added the dependency that we have done, then it's a program. Okay, so 1 minute, 1 minute, let's understand the program. Okay, so what it is doing, there is a class browser setup example, then it is taking one it is taking one static variable, WebDriver driver. Static variable, you understand, static variables means it will work throughout the program, and it will not change. Okay, so static WebDriver driver, it is taking that variable. Then after that it is taking main method, publish static department string address string browser is equal to Chrome. Okay, so first it is taking, let's say, browser is equal to Chrome. Okay, then it is taking if browser dot equals ignore case Chrome. If that means if browser is Chrome, then what it will do? It will do the WebDriverManager dot Chrome driver dot setup, right? Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. If same thing, like we are using the if else statement. Okay, if Firefox, then it will open the Firefox driver. Then if it is Edge, it will open the Edge driver. Okay, else if nothing, then what it does? Basically, it will tell that invalid browser name, return. Then after that, common step, it will maximize the browser. Then it will just open the navigate to google.com and it will open it. Then after that it will just print the title, and after that it will quit. Okay, let's do one thing, let's create this program and we'll execute and check. Okay, this is absolutely perfect example. Let's execute that, then we can understand the program better. Okay, that's it. Then copy this and paste this. Let's comment quit, because we can see that, right? Okay, so it is first taking Chrome one. So now that means it will open Chrome browser. Okay, let's see that. Let's see, observe. Execution is the better way for understanding everything. Let's execute and we'll see the result. Basically it is going to open Chrome browser because we have provided Chrome. See, absolutely working fine. It open Chrome and it will basically navigate to google.com and it will print the title. So title is Google. See, absolutely working fine. So let's do one thing. Instead of Chrome, we'll take Firefox. Okay, let's see what it is doing. Okay, so instead of Chrome, we are taking Firefox. Let's execute. See, absolutely working fine. Okay, it open the Firefox browser. You can see in the here Firefox browser. Okay, and it will print the title. Perfect. Let's will use Edge browser. Okay, so it will. This is a good example of multi browser, cross browser testing. Okay, so then just execute this, and basically it will open Edge browser. Let's observe. There might be some compatibility issue, so that's can be understood. Unknown host exception, message driver. Okay, git 1 minute. Yeah, so there might be compatibility, so nothing else. Code is not an issue, but sometime there might be some compatibility issue. So let's execute one more time. Okay, and let's check. Okay, so there is some issue. Maybe what we can do quickly, but this is the way. Okay, but let me just ask what is the issue here. Okay, let me check. Let's use the UI. Okay, 100% confirm. Okay, WebDriverManager is trying to download Edge driver. Your system cannot reach Microsoft server. So Edge setup fails and program crashes. This is not a coding issue. Okay, so basically this is not a coding issue. Okay, so what is the quick fix it is telling? 1 minute. Okay, WebDriver driver is your new Chrome driver. Simplest working code. Okay, it is taking Chrome driver. Okay, so basically what it is taking, telling, skip Edge immediately. String browser is equal to Edge. String browser is equal to Chrome. Okay, basically it is recommending to execute Chrome one, but should be fine. That we already executed. So it's not a code issue. Okay, remember, like there is some some issue with download time. There is no issue with Chrome. So Edge browser. Okay, no issue with code basically. Okay, because we executed two browsers it open, right? Chrome and Firefox. Similarly, Edge will also open, but that is recommending to open Chrome, but already we have executed that. Okay, not an issue. Yeah, Edge one actually it will work, but somehow there might be some it's a issue with Edge browser, I believe. So in that case, what do we do? Let's create one program. Maybe we'll execute for a Edge browser so that we can understand. Okay, that whether Edge browser is working here or not. So let's say Edge. We can give the name Edge browser browser test. Okay, like that. Okay, so what we can do here, 1 minute, main method. Okay, then let's say WebDriver, that's how we can prove, right? WebDriver is equal to, let's say, new edge driver. Okay, let's see how it is working. Then we can do driver dot manage dot windows dot maximize. Okay, then after that driver dot get, then we'll go upon https://www dot google.com. okay, and after that what we'll do, we'll print the title. Let's say title how I'll get driver plus driver dot get title. Let's print that. Okay, let's execute this so that we can understand whether Edge browser is working fine or not. That's how we can understand. Okay, let's run this. Okay, absolutely it's working fine, so not an issue. See, it open the Edge browser and it open that. Okay, so that's how we can do, not an issue. Let me put both the program there. See, Google absolutely working fine. It open and it print the, it get the title. Okay, no need to spend time, so it's absolutely working fine. So what I can do, I can print both the, I print both the programs. Okay, so here if you will see WebDriverManager.EdgeDriver.setup, there might be some setup issue, but there is, I don't think there is code issue, because already we proved that, right? Edge driver is working fine, correct? Edge driver, so same thing we have written there. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let me copy both the programs here. It's not a big deal. Okay, so here, and for Edge, let's always you can create a new program. Okay, so it cover both. Okay, so okay, let's discuss some real-time interview points for WebDriverManager. Okay, real-time interview points. So why use WebDriverManager? If someone will ask why we use WebDriverManager, because it will download the browser automatically. Okay, we no need to download the browser. That's what we learn. Apart from that, you can tell auto manages browser drivers. Okay, that we understand. Auto manages browser drivers, eliminates version conflicts, so it will eliminate version conflicts. No need to download drivers manually. Okay, we no need to download drivers manually. Makes CI/CD Jenkins GitHub actions easier. Okay, then when to take screenshots on test failure. So when we will take the screenshots, so we'll take the screenshot using test failure during validations. This is a generic question. It's not related to, this question is related to screenshots. Okay, so it's not related to WebDriverManager. So some of the questions basically I have put it. Okay, on test failures, when we take screenshots, we take screenshots on test failure during validations, before and after major actions, for reporting. Okay, can you take screenshot of a web element? Yes, because we did that. Selenium 4 supports it. Okay, these are the some questions I have put it. Okay, that I'm going to share this document. Okay, that's it about WebDriver Manager. Okay, this is about WebDriver Manager. So basically what we learn, if I will summarize for WebDriver Manager, first of all, how we will achieve this, why we use this. Basically, before old way, if you will see here, we are explicitly downloading the drivers and we are setting up, okay, we are setting up the driver, then we are executing and creating the instance of the driver and opening it. But if we will use WebDriver Manager, what we need to do, basically we will put one dependency in the pom.xml. okay, what we did, already we did, just go to pom.xml and enter the dependency, and after that just execute. How will execute? Like that, like which browser will open, that way. Like for example, you are going to use, let's say, any browser, let's say Chrome browser. Chrome, Firefox already completed. So for Chrome browser, then just put string browser is equal to Chrome. Then after that, what we did, first we taken one driver, right, static WebDriver driver. Then after that, we just took string browser is equal to h. Then after that, we took WebDriver Manager dot Chrome driver dot setup. Then driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay. Suppose we will not take this. Okay. Suppose we will not take this. Then directly we can mention here. Okay. Directly how we will mention WebDriver Manager dot Chrome driver dot setup. Then WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Simple. Understood? So that way we can use. Okay. Perfect. So what we can do? Okay. Let me do one thing. So just for your understanding. Okay. One more time. So instead of that, what I'm trying to tell, you can use this one. Okay, so WebDriver Manager dot Chrome dot setup. Then what you do? WebDriver, okay, WebDriver driver is equal to this, like that. Like that you can use. Okay, so let's execute that. Maybe this is more appropriate. Okay, for WebDriver Manager to work. Let's see. Yeah, absolutely working fine. Now it is proved. Now it is fully proved, right? So the code is working fine, right? So this one is more appropriate example I was trying to tell. So how we use the WebDriver Manager for a single browser, that's way you can use. Okay, so let me copy this program. Instead of that, this is more appropriate actually. Yeah, now it is fully proved. So what I can do, instead of the previous program, this is more appropriate, and it is fully proved that Edge browser is working with WebDriver Manager. Okay, perfect. So this is absolutely fine. Then let me save this. Okay, I'm going to share this document. Okay, then next let's start with welcome to new series of Selenium WebDriver class, data driven testing. So in this series we are going to discuss how exactly we interact with data in real time using Selenium and Java. So basically we are going to use here Excel, like how we usually interact with Excel in data driven testing in Selenium. Okay, before that let's discuss what is data driven testing. Data driven testing means running the same test with multiple sets of data. Okay, same test will execute with multiple sets of data. Example, let's say login test with 20 username and password combinations, automated using Excel CSV instead of hard coding. Okay, then so what we'll do, we'll automate instead of hard coding. As I mentioned, we are going to cover Excel here. Excel. How we will interact with Excel and do data-driven testing. So for that we required Apache POI dependency. Okay, because Selenium directly could not handle Excel. So for that we required some dependence. That is Apache POI dependency. So we required a couple of dependency. One is Apache POI and another one is POI and another one is POI OOXML. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's add both the dependency. Okay, then we can. Then I will show you basically. Okay, so let's add in the pom.xml. Then do maven sync. While doing that, I have some browsers already open. Let me close those things. Okay. Okay, let's finish this. Okay, it is resolving the dependency. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Then what we can do? Let's go back to the document, and after that, so what we can do? We can create one Excel utility class. Okay, I will come to here later. So basically, let's understand. Basically, what we will do here, we'll create one Excel utility. Okay. Instead of utility, let's create one program, right? That is better. It is more confusing actually. Maybe step 2 I can write down. Okay, let me remove this because this is little bit confusing, right? Let's create a create class, I believe. Create Excel. Create a class. I can tell the heading, create a class to interact with Excel, like that. To read the value from Excel. That is more appropriate. From Excel. Right? This is better. Okay, using Selenium. Because we are studying using this heading is more understandable, right? Okay, so let me do one thing. Let's use which one? Let's use ChatGPT, right? For a better example. Okay. So we already added Maven dependency. Okay, that we already did. So that's what ChatGPT is suggesting, to add Maven dependency. We have already added. Then after that, what we can do? Okay, example.com, right? So after that, what we can do? We can read the XML. So I think I have one. I just forget that. 1 minute, right? So okay, give me 1 minute, just I'm trying to check that. Create a program to interact. To take multiple data. 1 minute, like I'm just checking. I think I have used some of 1 minute. I'm just checking. Actually, we can use some other I mean other websites, so which is more appropriate. That's what I'm trying to check. Somewhere I have written 1 minute, just I'm checking what is that name. Actually, just I'm checking the name. Not here. Somewhere I have written actually. 1 minute, I'm trying to just forget that. That website name. 1 minute, I'm just checking. Somewhere I have written that website name. I'm just checking, trying to. That is more better actually. 1 second, Selenium Cucumber test, something like that. Which one? I couldn't. It's removed actually. 1 minute, hold on. That will be more helpful. So that's why I'm trying to check. Okay. Let me check this one. SRC Java. Properties. Extent, no, not this one. Where it is? Configure property. Yes, source demo. Okay, I got it. So basically I was looking for this one. Okay, so source demo, this is a better Chrome. This one I was looking for, I got it. So this is more, means this is a better way, better yeah, this is more appropriate. Okay, you can use this. Okay, now I got it. Okay, what I can tell. Okay, let's use source demo. Okay, so what I can tell, you can tell to okay, ChatGPT, can you 1 minute, let's use source demo. Okay, can you create a program, can you create same program to use this see, this is more appropriate. Okay, so then what we can do, okay, let's do one thing. Let's create one Excel. Okay, and we'll put it inside src test resources. Inside that we'll put one Excel file, testdata.xlsx. Okay, let me do one thing. Resources, inside resources, right? So let's go to my folder, my project folder. Okay, my project folder is here. 1 minute. Add a project, my project, then SDLC program, right? SDLC programs. Then I need to put in src test, then what? 1 minute. src test resources, src test resources. I think 1 minute, let me check. src, okay, this is src test. Okay, we don't have resources, like we have java, so src test java, that I can put also, right? So maybe instead of resources, src test java, or else I can create one folder, right? For example, I will create one folder resources. Let's create, you can understand how to create also, right? Come here and create one folder, name is resources, resources, resources. Okay, if you will go back and let's, yeah, see, I have created one folder resources. Okay, inside that I will just create one excel. Okay, so what I can do, excel, okay, and 1 minute, in that excel, okay, I will just save it as PC, then I will go to D, okay, then from D I will go to IDA project, same location I need to save my project, then after that SDLC program, then src test resources, here test, what is the name, 1 minute, test data dot xlsx, okay, test data dot xlsx, like that we need to save. Okay, perfect, it has been saved. Okay, let's go back, and what we can do, put the sheet name. So excel file name is testdata.xlsx, okay, and what is the sheet name? Sheet name is login data. Okay, so let's create the sheet name. Sheet name is login data. Okay, just to observe. Okay, sheet name is login data. Then after that you put username and password. Okay, so let me also copy paste that. So username and password. Okay, first one is username, next one is password. Okay, this is password. Then after that, let's put all the username password. First username, standard user, and password is, let's get it, and password is secret sauce. Okay, then next password is logged out user, and password is same for all, secret sauce. Then next one is, this is multiple users, right? Next one is, instead of 3 you can put multiple. Okay, just I'm going through with the 3. Okay, so username and password has been saved. Okay, then after that, yeah, we saved that, right, in that particular folder, correct? So if you will come here, if you will refresh, you will see testdata.xlsx, right? Correct, so that is there. So then one more thing, 1 minute, that is absolutely fine. Let's close this and save, close this. Okay, see, now it's fine. Then after that, let me go to that. Then after that we save that. Let's create one utility class. Okay, so the utility class is this one. Okay, let's create one utility class, Excel utility class. So let me go here. 1 minute. Where? src main java selenium test. Okay, here. Create one class and give the name as same class. We can reuse, right? So create one class as excel utils. Okay, and let's do one thing. Let's copy paste the program and okay, some error is there. Okay, no, we will use our own package. Okay, so okay, let's understand this, what exactly it is doing. So basically what it does, it has taken one variable that is a private variable. Private variable means only it can be accessed in this class only. Okay, private seat, it is a global variable for this class, private seat. Then public excel utils string excel path string seat name. Okay, so do one thing, let's make it in one program. That will be more means that will be easy for you, right? So I can tell, instead of, because later you can understand utility, right? Instead of a utility, create a class, create one class for this. Okay, actually this is more better for you, actually, I mean it's better. Let's first you understand the concept, then only you can create a utility, right? Yeah, 1 minute, I'm just checking. Perfect. Single Java class Selenium plus Excel together. Okay, perfect. So what we can do, let's create one class that is source demo login with Excel. Okay, so let's create the class name. This is not required. Okay, I am deleting this class because understanding first, then you can do that. Okay, so new Java class, let's give the name as source demo login with Excel. Okay, how we can read the data from Excel and login in the source demo, that's what we are going to do. Okay, let's copy paste the program. This is better way actually for understanding. Okay, that's what we are trying to do here. Okay, so what we can do, let's understand this. Okay, I think package is repeated. Yeah, now perfect. So let's understand the program. Okay, public static void string. Okay, WebDriver driver is equal to null. So first it is taking one WebDriver instance and initially it is putting it as a null. Then what it will do, it will just it will first find the Excel path. So Excel path is, mention the Excel path. Where is the Excel path? src test resources test data dot excel sx, right? So if you will see here, where, yeah, test data dot x, but here one thing, it is not test data, it is small d, that you have to understand. Yeah, so this is small d, test data dot excel sx. Okay, then after that what we will do, we will use Java concept. So file input stream FIS is equal to new file input stream Excel path. Remember the Java concept, how we are reading and writing to a file. Okay, so here we are using file input stream. Okay, so with file input stream we will read the data from the file. So file input stream FIS is your new file input stream, and we are providing the path. Okay, Java concept to read the data from the file. Okay, then workbook. Yeah, this is again Excel, Selenium. So how we are interacting with the Excel? So basically we are using workbook. Workbook is equal to new XSSF workbook, and we are providing the file. Okay, detailed file which we read. So FIS. Okay. Then after that we are going to the sheet. First we find the Excel. Then we find the sheet. So sheet is equal to workbook dot get sheet of login data. What is the sheet name? If you will remember, we have put the sheet name as login data, right? Excel sheet name. Then you understand, right? Let me just open one more time. If you will see here, first it find Excel, then login data. This is the sheet. It will come. Okay. Let me close this. Then after that, okay, it will find the sheet name, login data. Then after that it will go to the row, int row count. It will find the row count is equal to sheet dot get physical number of rows. It will get the number of rows from the sheet. It will find the rows. Let me open again. Maybe I will explain. Okay, first it will find the Excel, then it will find the sheet, then it will find all the row count. Row means these are the row, these are the columns, right? So it will first find the row count. Then after that, sorry, 1 minute. Then it will do the date format. Date formatter is equal to new date formatter. Okay. Then after that, what it does, it will loop through the row count. Okay. So here how many row counts are there? If you will see, total 4 row counts. Basically data is there in the 3 row counts, including header, 4 row counts. If you will come here, loop through rows, it will loop through a row, skip header. So skip header means 3 rows, then that means. So then it will create a loop, Java concept. Int I is equal to 1, I less than equal to row count. Row count means 3, I plus plus. So that means it will go from 1 to what is the row count? Row count is 3. So 1 to 3. So 1, 2, I less than equal to okay, so it should be, I believe it should be less than equal to, because 3 things are there, right? So it will be from 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then string username. How it will get the username? String username is equal to formatter dot format cell value sheet dot get row I get cell 0. If you will see here, this is cell 0, right? And cell 1. So first it will find cell 0. Then after that it will find cell 1. See, cell 0, cell 1. So that means username, password. Okay. In first counter, it will get username and password. Then what it will do? Driver is equal new Chrome driver. It will open new Chrome driver. It will maximize it. It will go to the source demo. Okay. Then after that, simple Selenium way, driver.find element by.id, that is username dot send key dot username. Then driver.find element by.id password, and it will send the password which it captured. Then driver.find element by.id login button dot click. Then let me don't quit the browser. Then after that, system.out.println login attempted with username. It will basically put the username display. And after that, it will quit the browser. Okay. Then how many times it will do the same thing? It will do the same thing for 3 times. Okay. Then after that, what it does? First it will go with the row 1. After that, row 2. For example, row 2. Row 2 means here. It will come here. Because this is row 1, row 2. Again it will get the cell value 0, cell value 1. That means username, password. Okay, like that it will get the value and log in. After that, after all the loops, it will come here. It will close the workbook, it will close the file. Okay, and it will catch if there is any exception, it will catch that. Okay, so after every login, let's wait for 5 seconds, 2 seconds for your understanding. Okay, it's not recommended, but for your understanding, let's put 2 seconds or 5 seconds. Okay, it's not recommended, but we will observe so that we can observe. Okay, and if you will see source demo username and password ID, that also let me show you. If you will come here, if you will inspect, okay, you will see the ID is username, right? And if you will see password field also, you will see the ID is password, that's what it is using. And the login button is, if you will see here, the login button is, which one it is using? ID is login button, correct? The same thing it is using here. Understood? All the IDs it is using. Then after that it is just displaying the username, because 3 usernames it is going to display, right? Basically which username it is using, it will just display that. Okay, so that means first it will display which one? Standard user, after that logged out user, then problem user. Okay, let's do one thing, let's execute and we'll see the result. Okay, perfect. So let's close this and let's execute the program so that we can understand it in better way. Okay, okay, it will open the browser, source demo. Okay, it enter username password, now it will log in, see, then it will wait for 5 seconds, then after that it will quit. Okay, again it will open source demo, then it will, yeah, this is logged out user, this will not work actually. So anyway, so then it will logged out, then after that it will use another user. Okay, then like that. Okay, so 2 users successful, 1 is unsuccessful. That also cover one invalid, say negative scenario also. Okay, so that's how you can interact with Excel and you read the data from Excel. You can, here we use 3 username and passwords, but you can use in real time, you can use any number of username password you want. You just put in the Excel file and execute the program. Okay, this is a key things, real time things you can use. Okay, so let me put the program into document, and also what I can do, I can, for your understanding, already I explained, but for your understanding I can mention explain step by step. Okay, step by step for your understanding. Let's do that also. So 1 minute. It's a mix of Selenium, Java, both. Okay, there are certain steps. Let's copy all the steps, so for your understanding, right? Better for you. Okay, so 1 minute, let me just copy paste. Real time, it's more useful, right? So let's explain this. Okay, so let me put that into the document and let's also discuss this. Okay, 1 minute, let me go above. Yeah, forget about formatting. Formatting you can do, not an issue. Yeah, let's just cover this step by step, then this will be the end of for today's class. Okay, so yeah, first one is package and import. So we are importing the package Selenium test, that's fine. This is not important. Then what we are doing, we are importing. Why we do, so just we organize the class under Selenium test package. Okay, then we import java.io.file input stream. So what is the use to read the Excel file from your project location, Java concept, it will read. Then after that we use import org.apache POI.ss.userModel.star, and we use import org.apache POI.xssf.userModel.xssf workbook. What they use? Apache POI classes. These are Apache POI classes. Workbook is entire Excel file. Workbook means entire Excel file. Sheet means one sheet inside Excel, which we saw. Date formatter. Why use date formatter? Safely read any cell. So basically it will safely read any cell, like whether it is a string, whether it is a number. If we will make that date formatter, it will read safely, like string, number, anything it can read. Okay. Then, okay, 1 minute. Then we are using import org.openqi.selenium.py, import org.openqi.selenium.webDriver, import org.openqa.selenium.chrome.chrome driver. So basically why we use WebDriver means browser controller, Chrome driver means launches Chrome, by means locator strategy. So which locator we are going to use. Okay. Then next, this is the simple and fundamental things. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. Then class and main method. This is simple, right? I no need to explain, I believe. Okay, public class source demo login with Excel, public static void main string address. So what is this? Java execution start from main method, everything runs from here. Simple. Then WebDriver declaration. WebDriver driver is equal to null. That means declared outside the loop, so it's accessible throughout because it is a global variable. Initialized later when browser starts. Okay, simple thing, again Java concept. Then try catch block. Okay, try what it does, handles file not found, Excel read issues, Selenium failures, thread slip, exception, all these things it will handle try catch block. Again Java concept, handle the exceptions, and not only handle the exceptions, it will handle all the things, file not found, Excel read issues, Selenium failures, thread slip, execution, exception. This exceptions it handles. Okay. Then Excel file path, we just put the file path here, testdata.xlsx. Okay, string Excel path, we put it into Excel variable. Then file input stream FIS is a new file input stream Excel path. So what we do, points to Excel file. File input stream opens the file for reading. Okay, Java concept. If path is wrong, file not found exception, you will get the file not found exception. So you need to provide the path correctly. Then load workbook and sheet. Okay, load workbook and sheet. Workbook is equal to, how we do, workbook is equal to new xssf workbook, and we will provide the path, file input stream. Then we will read the sheet is equal to workbook.get sheet of login data. So loads entire Excel into memory. Then after that it will accesses login data sheet with these two steps. Okay, clearly mentioned, all the steps are clearly mentioned. Then get row count. So how will understand get row count? The int row count is equal to sheet.get physical number of rows, date formatter is equal to new date formatter. So what it does, row count means number of used rows. So how many rows are used, and date formatter, in this case 3 rows. Date formatter avoids null pointer and data type issues. Okay, for example, Here it was header plus 3 rows and row count was 4. Okay, header plus 3 rows, 3 users means total 4 row counts were used here. Okay, the next one is loop through Excel rows. For int I is equal to 1, I less than equal to rows, I plus plus. What it does, I is equal to 1 skips header row. Because if you are putting I is equal to 1, so it will skip header row. Because row starts from 0. If you will put 1, then it will skip the header, it will start with the value. Okay. Bug here should be I less than row count. No, it will be less than equal to row count. Because here row count is how many? Okay. You need to mention. Okay, actually correct. You need to, because total 4 rows, right? You need to equal to is not required. Okay, so that you just remember. Maybe I will rectify. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, that you can rectify from the program. Just make sure that is I less than row count, not equal to. Okay, then that is correct. Just rectify here. I am rectifying. Okay, so here it will be not equal to, because total 4 rows na, including header, so it will be less than equal to. And here it will go in the program. Let me rectify now. Okay, where is that? Yes, it will be less. Okay, not equal to. Perfect. Let me save this and go to the point number 8, right? Yeah, that's correct. Otherwise, last iteration causes a null pointer exception. Correct loop for int I is equal to 1, I less than row count. Correct, because it will start from header, right? Yeah. Then read username and password. 9th step. Sorry. String username is equal to formatter dot format cell value sheet dot get row I get cell 0. String password is equal to formatter dot format cell value sheet dot get row I get cell 1. So column 0 means username, column 1 means password. Okay. Formatter cell value means converts everything to string safely. Any data it will convert it into string. Okay. 1 minute. Then after that, in the 10th, we are launching the browser. Simple thing, right? Put 10 actually. Okay, driver is equal to new Chrome driver, driver manager dot window dot maximize. No need to explain. Open Chrome browser and maximize the browser, right? Then after that, it will open source demo. Correct? No need of explanation. 1 minute. Okay, open source demo. 1 minute. So it will open source demo. Navigate to login page. Okay. Then after that it will. So after that it will do perform login. So driver.find element by.id username. Same thing. I think already it is explained. It will enter the username, password, and login button using the ID. Then after that it will do the. It will display the console output. Simple things, no need to mention. Then it will pause for 5 seconds for our understanding, right? So it will pause for 5 seconds. Again, it no need to explanation, right? Thread.sleep 5000. It will wait for 5 seconds. Then it will close the browser. 15. Then after that it will close Excel resources, workbook.close and ipash.close. Okay, that's it for today. We will come up with new series. Till then, take care. Bye bye.